Longtail Pro now has a new version, version 3, and it's better than the other versions, and there's a lot of data that you can look at on the screen very quickly. What I'm going to show you is how I do keyword competitiveness checking using Longtail Pro 3. This is version 3.0.7. That's the newest version as of, I think, 2 days ago. I'm going to test it with the keyword phrase called, let's see, best drones with cameras under $100. This is because this particular keyword phrase should not have a lot of competition, because I did a test on it, all entitled test on Google, and it only has 4 results showing. My stipulation or my restriction is that the sites must have an all entitled under 200 before I add use the keyword phrase to write content for sites that are not using any backlinks at all. Visit my site captainauthority.com to watch my case study on my group of 10 niche sites that do not have any backlinks. Okay, back to this table. I entered in the keyword phrase, and you want to have at least 5 positions on the top 10 that you think are ridiculously low for competition before you write the content. Even though the all in title is low, maybe this is a very important keyword phrase for a niche and the top competitors are trying to rank for it. So there might only be 4 sites that use that particular keyword phrase in any order, but on the top, maybe a lot of the top competitors are trying to compete for top positions on page 1 in Google for it. So you have to do another test after you do the all entitled test, and that's a test I'm doing now. So you check to see if a lot of the sites in general have all of the keyword phrases, all the keywords in any order, but they don't. So if they did, if a lot of them did, like maybe 5 were using all the words like best drones with cameras on $100, then you can forget about ranking for it. It's just too competitive. What I like to do is have at least 5 positions within the top 10 that I think I can outrank using 0 backlinks. So you have to go through each one and write down 1 to 10 on a piece of paper, and then go through and see which ones you can write. If you write a no beside them, that means no, you can't outrank them. And at the end of checking all 10, if you have 5 or more that you think you can outrank, then it's probably okay to go for it without using any backlinks. Okay, I'll do a few of these for you. So what you do is the first one, you go here in this section here. This is page authority. If this is over, if the page authority is over 25, then you should probably assume that you can outrank that, because that's the page that's ranking. And over 25, that's not extremely strong if you're using backlinks, any backlinks at all that have some juice. But I'm not using any backlinks, so I want this to be, I want to put a different type of restriction. 25, it has to be 25 or less, or sorry, less than 25, so 24 or less. So right away I know that I can't outrank position number 1. So I put a no on my sheet of paper. If from 1 to 10 I write no beside 1, position 1. The second one, the page authority is 16. That's okay because it's under 25. Then the next item to check is your juice links. If the juice links are under 10, and it is in this case, then fine, you can probably outrank this. Let's see. And then if you pass that particular restriction, then you go with the domain authority. If the domain authority is over 40, then the domain has power, has some authority. So that's probably why some of its pages are ranking on Google for different keyword phrases. So if it's over 40, then forget it. You won't be able to outrank it. So what I'm going to do is put a yes beside this one because I think I can outrank that one, or there's a good chance anyhow. Now for the third one, domain authority is under 25. That's good. Juice links are under 10. That's good. So the final test that I do is this over 40? And it isn't. So that's another yes. Now let me go down. I'll show a few that don't pass the test. This one here, page authority 65. That is over 25. So right away. And if you look at the juice links, whoo, has a lot of juice links. So there's no way that you can. I would put that as a no. So position 9 is no. Or sorry, position 8 is no. And you do the same for the other ones. And at the end, let's see. Oh, there's one other example I wanted to show you. Sometimes you'll have a 1 here, page authority. If it's a 1, then what I do is with it, since it has a 1 here, it's very low. Take the domain authority and divide that by 2. So this would be 37, which is under the domain authority of 40. So this one actually passed, even though if you look at it initially, you might think, "Woo, that domain is too high," but it has very low stats for the page. The page authority that is given here is only 1. So if it's 1, just take half, cut this in half. And right away I can see that there's a lot here. There's probably 6 or 7 that we could outrank. So that's okay. This is a good keyword phrase and I would go for it. Even though this has 0 for searches, at least it was showing up. It was showing up in Google, so there must be some searches for it. I did an automatic, when I was typing the keyword phrase, best drones with cameras, this was one of the suggestions that came up. So that does have some traffic. Plus it's extremely specific, so if someone's looking for a drone, and I actually was looking for one the other day on $100, these are buyers. These are people that are looking to buy. They're not looking to play around with pricing that's too high for a drone. They want one that's cheaper and they just want to buy it right away. That's it for now, and make sure that you visit my site soon.